This is create an app routines 2 and 3. To save your valuable time, I've already keyed in these two routines. This is subprogram 1, tab 2, and subprogram 1, tab 3. The first thing it does here is sets tall, wide, XY position, color, first color, which we set from routine 1, and fill a rectangle. Then it comes and it sets the second rectangle on top of that one. It's a little bit smaller. Notice this one was 300, it's 220. This one was 600 wide, this one's 520. And also its position is inside the other one. Now while I think of it, I'm going to put the label in here for AB. I'm going to come down here at AB. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say what this routine is for. Well, it's to show the colors. Alright, and the other one that we're going to do is AC, and it's to build a subcanvas. So I put those both in there at once. And I go back here, and now you see that this one is called Show Colors, and this one is called Build the Subcanvas. Alright, I went through and explained what this is doing, and we could go and we can execute our program. Here are the two rectangles. The bigger one is this darker red, and the inner one is a lighter red. Okay, go back to the program. Alright, that's what this routine is doing. It's just showing the two rectangles. The one below it is going to build a subcanvas, because the third thing we're going to put on the screen is either the blobs or circles. But they can only be within a subcanvas, and that is what this is going to create. First of all, it needs a list. Well, we're going to give that list a name. Here it just says list 1, but we're going to go over here where we can give lists a name, list of page names. Click there and say that the name of this list is pattern. Alright, so now wherever that list name was used is the list name pattern. Well, Pats is what takes a given pattern and puts it in a list. So here it's getting given pattern 2, which is a square, and putting its definition in the pattern list. The next thing it does is it changes the dimensions of it from a square to 100% of how high it is, but 235% of how wide it is. It sets R rotation to 0. We don't want to rotate the pattern. Its size to 220. Its X to 600, 200. And then here we say, get the dot list from pattern. And it says, make it a subcanvas. That's what this option 15 says. But we can also show it as a polygon draw, making it color 0 black. It's quill 4, which is a fairly wide line, and then it goes home. Well, let's show this back again. We're going to execute it again. This is the subcanvas outlined by this black line. Now what I want to do now, I'm going to go back to the program, and I'm going to set my yellow highlighted line down here where it talks about the dimensions of that. Alright, and I'm going to execute it. and then I'm going to go here to RT. RT will go to the last highlighted yellow line, and I just highlighted it. So I'm going to say RT. Well, sure enough, here's where it says R was 0, S was 220. Well, how did I know to make it 220? Well, I didn't. I just put it in there. I think maybe originally I might have put it at 200. All right, so let me change that to 200. And notice, it didn't fit. You see, it's supposed to be like it's outlining the second red box, the inner red box, this one. Well, that wasn't big enough. So I said, I'll make it bigger. 110. Still not big enough. I made it 220. Well, I made that look easy. It wasn't easy. I had to move it around and get it to be the right size because, you see, I started with a pattern. What we need to say is that is a sub-canvas. Anything placed on this canvas, which is the whole canvas area, will now only be shown if it's inside the sub-canvas area. Because here where it said dots pattern 15, it set that as a sub-canvas. Until it says dots pattern 16, that's in effect. Okay, we'll end the RT here. We'll go back to the program. Alright, this is the video for Create an App Routines 2 and 3.